We give thanks for the freedoms they defend. The freedom to think what we want and say what we think.
What happened?
Oh, what's good, my fellow patriots out there? It's your boy Kevin. Welcome back to the 1776 report. They continue to come after us, they continue to attack us, and they continue to try to take away our First Amendment right to free speech. The Democrats, the liberals, used to be the party of freedom of speech. They used to be the First Amendment party. They would campaign on it, they would argue for it, but that is no more. Now the Democratic Party is the party of censorship, and that has been proved once again this week as a conservative political pundit on Twitter was just convicted of election interference for posting a meme. That's right, posting a meme. Conservative social media influencer Douglas Mackey convicted of election interference. So what did he do? Did he burn ballots? Did he steal ballots? Did he vote 10 times using his grandmother and grandfather's identification? Well, no, he did not. Douglas Mackey posted a meme on his Twitter profile. Conservative social media influencer Douglas Mackey, also known as Ricky Vaughn, was convicted of election interference in the 2016 presidential race after posting a satirical meme on Twitter. What a complete joke. They are coming after us, trying to take our free speech away. Mackey, who is being accused of trying to deprive individuals of their constitutional right to vote, was convicted Friday by a federal jury in Brooklyn of the charge of conspiracy against rights, the federal government announced. This is the meme that he posted. His Twitter handle was @TheRickyVaughn, and this was the meme that got him a conviction. He's probably going to do some time in prison for this. It is disgusting. He tweeted this meme, "I'm with her." It's obviously supposed to look like a Hillary Clinton campaign ad, and it says, "Avoid the line, vote from home. Text Hillary to 59925. Obviously, what he's hinting at is don't go to the polls, just text your vote in to this number. It's a joke. It's obviously a joke. If you're stupid enough to think that you can vote via text, then your vote probably shouldn't count anyways. This meme is funny. It's satire. It's a joke. It's obviously a joke. But this got this guy, Douglas Mackey, convicted of conspiracy against rights. First of all, I've never heard of such a charge. I've never heard of such a crime. Do you think they're charging liberals with this type of crime? Of course they're not. Do you think they're charging people who are doing the exact same thing, posting the exact same memes with this crime? Of course they're not. How do we know this? How do we know this? Because there are similar memes, similar satire tweets that came from liberals, and these people were not charged or convicted of any crime. Look at this tweet right here from the Twitter handle Christina Wong. Christina Wong says, "Hey, Trump supporters, skip poll lines at the 2016 election. Text in your vote. Text votes are legit. Or vote tomorrow on Super Wednesday." And then you have a picture of a lady wearing a MAGA hat and Trump signs. Was this lady charged with a crime? No, she wasn't. Christina Wong was not charged with the crime. This Twitter post got over 800,000 views. 800,000 views. Is there somebody dumb enough to believe this? Probably. Did it probably cost Trump some votes? I'm sure it did. But if you're dumb enough to believe this satire, then your vote probably shouldn't count. And I roll both ways on that. The Douglas Mackey tweet with the Hillary text from home meme, if you didn't vote because of that, you're too stupid to vote. Same thing with the Trump one. If you're a Trump supporter and you texted in your vote shouldn't count because you are stupid, because you are dumb. Should Twitter have maybe stepped in and said, you can't do this? Sure. If this is against the Twitter terms of service and you get your account suspended, so be it. But this is not something that is violating anybody's rights, anybody's constitutional rights. Nobody's rights were violated because of this satire, because of this post. We have the direct press release from the Department of Justice. Let's take a look. Social media influencer Douglas Mackey convicted of election interference in 2016 presidential race. Douglas Mackey, also known as Ricky Vaughn, was convicted today by federal juries in Brooklyn of the charge of conspiracy against rights stemming from his scheme to deprive individuals of their constitutional right to vote. His scheme. They are calling it a scheme to deprive individuals of the right to vote. The verdict, following a 1-week trial before the United States District Judge Ann Donnelly, when sentenced, Mackey faces a maximum of 10 years in prison for this bogus prosecution in violation of his First Amendment right. Breon Peace, United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, and Michael Driscoll, Assistant Director in Charge, FBI, announced the verdict. What a fucking joke, folks. Mackey has been found guilty by a jury of his peers of attempting to deprive individuals from exercising their sacred right to vote for the candidate of their choice in the 2016 presidential election, stated United States Attorney Peace. Today's verdict proves that the defendant's fraudulent actions cross the line into criminality and flatly rejects his cynical attempt to use the constitutional right of free speech as a shield for a scheme to subvert the ballot box and suppress votes. Once again, if you're stupid enough to believe this as truth, if you think you can vote by text, then you shouldn't be voting. Now, that is rough, that may be harsh, but I believe that to be true. And I roll both ways on this. If somebody did a meme like that with Trump, like we just saw, and Trump supporters texted in their votes, I would still laugh because it's funny, because it's satire, because it's so blatantly, obviously a joke. And this dude is facing 10 years in federal prison. Are they going after the lady who posted the Trump meme? I don't think so. The DOJ press release goes on to say, in 2016, Mackey established an audience on Twitter with approximately 58,000 followers. A February 2016 analysis by the MIT Media Lab ranked Mackey as the 107th most influential influencer of the upcoming presidential election. My ass, 58,000 followers is the 100th most influential influencer on social media. Not a chance. The Department of Justice is such a joke under Merrick Garland. What a joke over there at the Department of Justice ran by the clown Merrick Garland. The press release goes on to say, as proven at trial, between September 2016 and November 2016, Mackey conspired with other influential Twitter users with members of private online groups to use social media platforms, including Twitter, to disseminate fraudulent messages that encourage supporters of presidential candidate Hillary Clinton to vote via text message or social media, which in reality was legally invalid. The ad stated, avoid the line, vote from home, text Hillary to 59925, and vote for Hillary and be a part of history. The fine print at the bottom of the deceptive image stated, must be 18 or older to vote. 1 vote per person. Must be a legal citizen of the U.S. Voting by text and not available in Guam, Puerto Rico, Alaska, or Hawaii. Paid for by Hillary for President 2016. The tweet included the typing hashtag I'm with her, a slogan frequently used by Hillary Clinton. Several hours after tweeting the first image, Mackey tweeted an image depicting a woman seated at a conference room typing a message on her cell phone. This deceptive image was written in Spanish and mimicked a font used by the Clinton campaign in authentic ads. The image also included a copy of the Clinton campaign's logo, I'm with her. The government's case is being handled by the office's public integrity section. Okay, what a clown show over there at the DOJ. You literally cannot make this stuff up. This guy who had a really moderate-sized following on Twitter was making memes, satire, comedy memes that 99% of people with half a brain would realize was a joke, and this dude is looking at some hard time. I think it's a testament to where we are as a country and where this censorship is headed. If you are on the wrong side of the deep state, the wrong side of the political uniparty in Washington, you better watch yourself, because even if you're joking around on social media, you could get yourself into some trouble. I think it's sad. I think we need to stand up for ourselves, but you got to be careful, right? Once again, we have examples of the other side doing the exact same thing. And we're not seeing press releases from Merrick Garland's DOJ saying that this lady, Christina Wong, I guarantee you she's not in jail right now. I guarantee you she's not facing prosecution for this meme we saw here. I guarantee you people were doing this in 2020 because I know they were doing this in 2020 on both sides. This is not election interference. This is comedy. This is satire. Is election interference every single late night talk show host making fun of Republican and conservative political candidates? Is it election interference that social media apps and platforms were colluding with the FBI? Is that election interference? Should they be charged with depriving citizens of their constitutional right to vote? Probably. But should this guy, Douglas Mackey, be doing a 10-year prison bid because of a Twitter meme? Hell no. This was happening by not only Trump supporters. This was also being done by Hillary Clinton supporters, and I guarantee you it all equaled itself out. I'm sure there was people stupid enough to fall for it, but on both sides of the aisle. There is no reason to send some dude to prison for 10 years for this. Sure, maybe revoke his Twitter access. Kick him off Twitter, kick him off social media, but prison, not a chance. The left wants it their way or the highway. The left wants it all the way. They want to take everything. If you're vocal, if you're voicing your opinion against the left's agenda, they want you silenced. Take Matt Taibbi, for example, the journalist, Substack journalist, who released the Twitter files. He's testifying in front of Congress. What happens? The IRS shows up to his house while he is literally testifying in front of Congress on the left-wing election interference in the 2020 election when social media, Twitter, and the FBI colluded together to prevent negative information from being disseminated that could hurt Joe Biden. So the IRS shows up at this dude's house while he is testifying. Now that is a crime. It is not a crime to post memes on Twitter. It is a crime for this type of shit to be happening in the U.S. The United States is becoming a banana republic. It is sad to see. We saw Donald Trump indicted on political witch hunts. The left is trying to silence us, and we have guys going to prison for up to a decade for posting memes on Twitter. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. If you're new around here, do me a solid and subscribe to the channel. Everybody, please hit that like